Welcome everybody to Forza Horizon 5, and today we are racing the Mitsubishi Galant VR-4 in A-Class. So I've given this a fair few upgrades, but the headline figure is that this now has 600 horsepower, so yeah, that's well over twice the power it had originally. It's still got its all-wheel drive system, yeah, had a few handling upgrades, a few body upgrades, but yeah, it's that headline figure of 600 horsepower, which is the easily impressive number, and all from its standard engine. Obviously the standard engine has been upgraded, but yeah, it's all from that standard engine. So yeah, let's see what it can do here. Real high revving engine now as well, 8,000 RPM rev limit. It weighs less than 3,000 pounds now as well, so a lot of power to be put in a car that weighs that little. Fortunately, it could only manage to fit the 5-speed standard gearbox in this, so it's not got the highest of top speeds as a result of that. Obviously it would be a lot quicker with a 6-speed or 7-speed gearbox, especially in terms of off the line. But it's still a quick car, no doubt about that. Hopefully the all-wheel drive system is helping keep most of the power in check. Once we get into 5th gear, this absolutely flies. Sounds pretty good now as well. Standard car's a little bit muted in terms of its engine noise, but with being a bigger engine and having all of that extra power, it's definitely a much more pronounced engine noise. And we're actually going to get a win. First race in this car, and we've got a win. So yeah, not only does it have 600 horsepower, but it has 479 pounds-feet of torque, which is why it's so good out of the corners, because you've got the all-wheel drive system, but you've also got all of that torque helping along with it. And yeah, it's gone up from a 2-litre engine to a 2.4-litre engine, and we also had the fastest lap time there as well. And yeah, but it's still an inline 4 turbocharged engine, and like I said, it weighs less than 3,000 pounds at 2,961 pounds, which yeah, is not very heavy for a car that now has 600 horsepower. So yeah, and as you saw there, it makes a pretty formidable racing car as well, which I'm surprised by, quite frankly, because a lot of the cars that I do upgrade for B-Class or A-Class are competitive enough, but they very rarely get a win. So yeah, to get a win straight off the bat is pretty great, quite frankly. So yeah, can also do 0 to 60 in 3.286 seconds, and 0 to 100 in 7.220 seconds, and going to a top speed of 182 miles an hour. Now obviously that top speed would be greater if we had a better gearbox, but couldn't quite manage to fit it into the PI available. So yeah, but still, cracking car. Yeah, the stats are pretty good as well, but I'll show you those once we finish these 3 races, because I didn't realise that we were going to be jumping straight into a active lobby. Usually we don't. Usually I get thrown into the free roam while the people that are racing around whatever circuit they're on, and then we join the lobby, and then we can look at the stats from there. But yeah, we'll show him off after these next 2 races. So yeah, let's see if we can do any better on this one. Oh, well, you can't do really better than first, but get a bigger lead at least. So yeah, I've also got a new spoiler on the rear, new front bumper. I think there's a new rear bumper as well, I can't remember if I did a new one for those. Yeah, far more of a handling circuit than the previous one, I feel. Maximum amount of use out of our power here, except for this straight, I feel. No, that Corvette is pretty ferocious. Again, it does have a naturally high amount of power, as we've had to be upgraded to get to this kind of power. Corvette in stock form already had more than 400 horsepower. Whereas we in stock form only had around 227. About that, which is still a good amount for a car of its time and type, but we've definitely got a lot more now. It shows. Did surprise me how much power I could actually get out of this stock engine, to be honest. Especially given, you know, even with the engine being increased in cubic capacity, that at the end of the day, it's still only a 2.4 litre engine, and yet you get 600 horsepower out of it. And this isn't even the maximum you can get in it either. I think I've fully upgraded, I think it gets up to 650. Which I was tempted to go for, you know, full maximum attack force with the power, but the handling was not as good as it is now. So I went for a little bit of a compromise, a little bit of a balance, and yeah, seems to be working wonders, given the amount of lead that I've got on me right now. Does have some understeer, but not an overwhelming amount to be worried about. And yeah, that's a bigger lead than last time. Yeah, I'm mightily impressed with this car. This is easily one of the more competitive vehicles that I've used when doing these videos, and yeah, as you can see, not the fastest lap time there. Oh yeah, we actually did 55.622. Next one's 55.955. Misread that. So yeah, again, fastest lap and in first. The next race will probably be point to point, which are generally a little bit more difficult to get a win on, because you're learning the track at the same time as driving it. Whereas with a circuit race, you go around it once and you already know it, so yeah, a little bit tougher. Glad to see someone's using an Audi RS e-tron though. Not enough people seemingly use EVs on this game. Whenever I've used an EV, I usually get bullied for using it. I seem to be a magnet for car crashes and stuff, so. But yeah, this is a glorious little saloon car that we've got going on here, so let's see how we'll do in this third and final race. Which is point to point, I think. Yes, it's a sprint race. Again, looks quite corner heavy, so yeah, might struggle here. Driving into a sandstorm, this won't help things. Give it a push there, Porsche. Get that corner nicely. forward to the new expansion that is coming in March 29th to be precise. I'm a big fan of rally games, even though I have not really been playing many of them lately, but yeah, it's really nice to see rally make a proper return to this series. We've not had a proper rally expansion since the first game, so yeah, really like the look of it, really like the look of the new vehicles that are going to be added, especially the likes of the Colin McRae Ford Focus and the Ford F-150 Lightning EV pickup truck. They are two vehicles I'm really looking forward to driving. Yeah, we've been getting a couple of returnees as well in terms of the festival players as well. We're getting the Subaru Brat, we're getting the Nissan Safari Turbo, which we've not had since Forza Motorsport 7. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying those out. Especially when it comes to extreme off-road to the bills, where those vehicles are generally quite fun to drive. Like this one was. Well, this is definitely doing a lot better here than it was on extreme off-road to the builds. Looks like we're going to get the win again. What is going on? It never happens to me. Yeah, there we go. The Mitsubishi Galant VR-4 is a triple winner. First time out. So yeah, like I said, we'll look at the stats once we get out of this lobby. But yeah, comfortably in the lead there by more than 3 seconds. And who knows, you could probably upgrade this car in a different manner and make it even better, even a better car, you know. But the way I've done it, I'm quite pleased with the level of power that it's got going on, the lack of weight, and the fact that it's really well quite sharpish in a straight line. It's not the best off the line because it's got this stock gearbox still, and obviously you're running 600 horsepower for a stock gearbox. It's obviously going to ask quite a lot, but once it gets off the line, it is pretty quick. Anything doing 0 to 16 less than 3.3 seconds is definitely going to be quite quick. So yeah, wheel spin. I don't need the money anymore, to be honest. Alright, let's just quickly show off you the stats and then we'll finish it there. So let's be quit out of the lobby, that is. Come on. Never understood why it takes so long to just get you out of a lobby, but we'll get there eventually. So yeah, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the rally expansion, because the map itself looks absolutely gorgeous and really well quite varied. We've also brought in the likes of launch control and anti-lag, which again I'm really looking forward to trying out. So yeah, let's look at the stats. So yeah, 6.5 speed, 6.1 handling, 8.8 acceleration, 6.4 launch, 6 on the braking. So as you can see, all fairly good, all really rather consistent in terms of the stats there. The handling and the braking are practically the same, and yeah, the launch and the speed are pretty good. And obviously the acceleration is really, really great as well. So yeah, this is a fantastic car in this class. I really like the way I've upgraded it. Yeah, either recommend trying it out in your own form or in something like this, basically. So yeah, nonetheless though, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.